What if I told you that you could paint your car at 2 a.m. in your driveway and actually get pro level results? Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's what this inflatable paint booth promises. But is it a game changer for DIY painters or just an overgrown bounce house with a side hustle? Let's find out.
Oh, she looks good.
As car enthusiasts, we all know the importance of a great paint job, and we all know how frustrating it can be to rely on someone else's schedule and timeline, whether that's a professional shop or a rental booth. Traditional methods force you to work in unfamiliar spaces under tight deadlines and with the pressure of the clock just ticking away. So if you're looking for a solution that lets you paint your car project wherever and whenever you want, this inflatable paint booth might just be that answer. In this video, I'll share my experience painting two 1967 Mustangs using this setup. You'll see how this booth gives you the freedom to work on your terms, plus some tips and tricks I've learned along the way. We'll cover the pros and cons here, and whether this setup is worth the investment. So if you're ready to take your DIY painting to the next level, let's jump into it. The paint booth in a box claims to deliver professional results in your own driveway. Let's talk about that a little bit and how it stacks up. First, it gives you a controlled environment with sealed walls and a built-in ventilation. It keeps dust out and reduces overspray, two of the biggest threats to a clean paint job. Second, it's cost effective. Renting a booth can cost hundreds of dollars a day, and building one yourself, well, that's thousands. This inflatable booth is a one-time investment that you can reuse for future projects. Third, it's a space saving. When you're done, you collapse it in a box that you store in your garage. A big box, sure, but it's more convenient than a permanent setup. Now let's talk setup. This booth is really easy to use, mostly. Here's what you need. A flat surface, your driveway, or a garage is perfect. A power source for the blowers and the lights. Something to anchor it down to, like tent stakes, water buckets, or in my case, I have a 10-foot awning for backup.
But we'll see what size this is, because I don't know. I don't know what size it's gonna be. But hopefully, if it's under here, you know what I mean? That's the goal. I'm not painting that one, I'm painting that. So, here we go. Let's see what kind of damage we got. Maybe I got it the wrong way. Probably do.
You want to anchor it down because it's windy a lot of times if you're outside, and if the power goes out, I have my 10-foot awning to kind of support the structure if all fails on the electrical grid. Inflating it only takes a few minutes, but securing it properly, that takes a little more time.
All right, this thing's massive. Holy crap. Go ahead and shut it off so that way. Holy moly. This thing's huge. See if I can fit. Yeah, I can fit.
And here's a tip that I've learned is if I have a chance, I'm gonna leave it out overnight. Not inflated, but just out, and that lets me not have to rush back out there and just hurry up and put it up. I usually paint at night, and there's not a whole lot of people that want to wait all night and help me pack that thing back up. It's usually a two-person job. Let's talk about debris. This booth blocks most dust during the first use, but after that, it's gonna need some cleanup. Overspray builds up, dust collects, and if you're not careful, that gunk can transfer to the next project. So it's good to take the time to vacuum the filters, wipe down the area after every job. It's a bit more effort, but makes a big difference in the long run, especially if you're going to be reusing this thing. Here's where the booth really surprised me: night painting. At night, the temperature was perfect, and with no lights on inside the booth, there were 0 bugs just dive bombing my clear. Chose to put 0 lights in there just to avoid the whole bug issue. And what I did is I attached a light to my paint gun so I could see exactly what I was doing. I highly recommend this setup. Painting in the dark wasn't nearly as scary as I once thought it was.
You're learning so many important things, and I'm so proud of you.
Now let's talk money. The whole paint booth setup cost me about $1,300. That might sound like a lot, but compare it to renting a paint booth for $200 to $500 a day, and not including transportation of the vehicle back and forth and all the prep time. I painted 4 Mustangs with this paint booth for the price of a few days rental. And I still have it for future projects. As for time, setup time takes about 30 minutes. Painting takes about 4 to 5 hours per car with the base coat clear coat system. And I let each one cure in the booth for a couple of hours afterwards. So you're looking at about 6 to 7 hours total for a complete paint job. That's flexible enough to fit into a very busy schedule. Albeit it's an all-nighter that I chose to do. You don't have to do that. Let's recap the key points. This booth gives you a controlled, dust-free environment to paint in. Is it absolutely dust-free and perfect? No. Number 2, it's cost-effective compared to renting a professional booth. Number 3, it's flexible. You can paint whenever and wherever it works for you. Number 4, it's portable and reusable, but it does require some maintenance. And number 5, with a little creativity like night painting, it can handle just about any project you throw at it. Is this the same as a professional paint booth? No, but if you're a weekend warrior or a serious DIY enthusiast, this setup gives you the freedom to work on your own terms. DIY isn't just about saving money, it's about taking control of your project and learning something new. Yes, there's a learning curve, yes, there are tons of challenges, but that's part of the fun. This booth lets you paint on your schedule at your pace and for a fraction of the cost of a traditional methods. So, what do you think? Is this paint booth in a box worth it? Would you use one for your project? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're considering a project like this, be sure to like and subscribe for more DIY hacks and tricks and whatever else I'm learning. Until next time, happy painting whenever and wherever inspiration strikes. Let's go!